The story of David Reimer is a profound and deeply unsettling chapter in the history of medical ethics and the study of human identity. It began not with malice, but with a terrible accident and a well-intentioned but catastrophically misguided decision. David was born a healthy baby boy, one of two identical twins in Winnipeg, Canada, in 1965. His name at birth was Bruce. A single event set in motion a secret psychological experiment, asking whether gender identity is a product of nature or nurture. The influential psychologist Dr. John Money would become central to this case. Bruce and Brian Reimer were born on August 22, 1965, to Janet and Ron in Winnipeg. At 7 months, both developed phimosis. Their doctor recommended routine circumcision. On April 27, 1966, a newer electrocautery method was used. Brian's procedure was uneventful. Bruce's device malfunctioned, sending a surge of heat. Bruce's penis was catastrophically burned, beyond surgical repair. The injury was permanent. Ron and Janet, devastated, sought medical advice but found little hope. A TV program presented Dr. John Money of Johns Hopkins, an expert on gender and intersex care. His theory promised a path: raise Bruce as a girl, surgically castrate, never reveal the truth. The family, desperate, agreed. Bruce was renamed Brenda and socialized as a girl. Dr. Money, a New Zealand-born sexologist at Johns Hopkins, pioneered gender identity research. He argued infants are psychosexually neutral at birth. Identity is learned, like language. Not chromosomes, hormones, or anatomy, he said, but socialization determines gender. His optimum gender of rearing urged choosing the sex best supported by surgery and upbringing. Bruce was a chromosomally normal XY male with an identical twin, creating a rare control. Money published glowing reports. Brenda, he claimed, was a happy, feminine success. The world applauded. At home, a different, troubling reality unfolded. Despite reports, Brenda's childhood was neither happy nor normal. Immersed in femininity, she resisted. Dresses, dolls, and proper behavior. She chose trucks, building, and active rough-and-tumble play. Annual visits brought probing interviews and examinations she found confusing and shaming. Intended to reinforce a female identity, they deepened alienation. Brian also suffered, burdened by guilt and confusion. School was a battlefield of taunts and rejection. The pressure to conform felt unbearable. Given estrogen, her body remained fundamentally male. She moved, felt, and loved in ways at odds with the assigned role. At 14, Brenda's depression became dire, and resistance absolute. Dr. Money urged firmer enforcement, but her parents feared losing their child. Ron finally told her everything, born a boy named Bruce, the accident, and Money's advice. The truth devastated and relieved her at once. Suddenly her instincts, dislikes, and attractions made sense. She chose to live as herself. She chose the name David. Hair cut short, clothes changed, pronouns affirmed. His parents supported him fully. The lie had ended. The consequences remained. David reintroduced himself to the world, learning boyhood and manhood from scratch. Testosterone brought the voice, hair, and build that matched his inner self. A double mastectomy and reconstructive procedures followed. Complex, painful, only partly successful. In 1990 he married Jane, became a loving stepfather, and found work. For a time he built a peaceful, ordinary life, his own, on his terms. Yet the myth of the successful study lingered everywhere. In 1997, David told the world, correcting the record and warning others. His revelation sent shockwaves through medicine and science. The John Jones case, once a cornerstone, was exposed as a failure. Protocols shifted toward caution and the child's innate sense of self. David's twin, Brian, struggling with mental illness, died by suicide in 2002. Trauma, grief, financial strain, and marital separation compounded his burden. On May 4, 2004, at 38, David ended his life. His life stands as a tragic testament that identity runs deep, far deeper than theory.